Are you tired of procrastinating to the point that you feel angry at yourself? You're scrolling, but you don't know why. And then suddenly 2 hours have passed away. You wanted to sculpt, but you're there, sitting in the toilet, jacking off, edging yourself. And even though after you do that, you feel bad, but you still cannot stop. Or maybe you're playing that video game and your eyelids are heavy, so your eyes are super heavy, they're closing, but you just cannot put the controller down. If that is you, let me tell you, bro, I was exactly the same. If you met me a few years ago, I was a degenerate. I was the least productive guy you could have ever met. And back then, to be honest, I remember that in my university, what we would do is we would brag about me and my friends, my Jerry friends, we would brag about who's the biggest procrastinator. So I'd be like, hey guys, I know the day after tomorrow is the presentation and I'm fucked, bro. I haven't even started anything. I just procrastinated and I was watching Naruto. And when I look back at that, I don't feel proud of myself, bro. And I can never see myself being that Jerry again, being that person again. And let me tell you, if you're feeling this, there's only a few things that you need to realize on why is it that you procrastinate and how can you make sculpting or whatever your passion is more addictive, the same amount of addictive as social media, as scrolling. I swear to you, I'm at a point in my life now where if I'm not productive, I feel sad. I feel angry at myself. I feel frustrated. Even though sometimes it's not my fault. I have a late family dinner, whatever. And for any reason, whatever, I have some unproductive days. I feel frustrated. And yeah, work is pleasurable. Sculpting the characters I want is pleasurable. It took me a long time to figure things out, but I'm glad I'm there. And I'm glad that every day I'm moving forward. And my mission with my channel and my school is just to help younger versions of me. And so far, I'm happy that I've been able to have a positive impact in a lot of lives. And I want to do the same thing for you. So in this video, I'm going to tell you some reasons why you procrastinate, how it affects your life, and how you can tackle this. Okay, so this is my attempt to put an end to your procrastination and to make you productive. Or at least make your whatever you want to be fun again. Do you remember as a child, maybe when you drew, you didn't know the time went by? And yeah, now it just feels like a chore. So let me tell you why that happens and how you can solve this issue for yourself. But before we proceed, there's a disclaimer. Take your hand, do it, literally do it. Take your hand, put it between your legs, and I expect you to have some balls. All right. So if you're a snowflake, if you're a Jerry, you can't take the truth, get out. This video isn't for you. Okay. But if you are really frustrated and you want some change in your life, this video is for you. But let me tell you, it's going to take some balls to hear because I'm going to show you the mirror. And I'm not going to care about your little feelings. I'm not going to try to be fluffy or cute. I'm just going to tell you the raw truth, the way I wish someone had told me when I was a procrastinator, when I was a degenerate, when I was a Jerry. Okay. And yeah, the world's not going to care about your feelings. Neither is your circumstances or your situation. So yeah, they're not that important, bro. Let's dive into this. Okay, so the first thing that you need to realize is the reason that you procrastinate is simply because you're too overstimulated. And what do I mean by that? So overstimulation means that there's this chemical inside your brain called dopamine. All right, you've probably heard about dopamine, but I'm just going to simplify it for you. It's whenever your brain wants pleasure, it releases dopamine. You need to know that your brain is a monkey brain. I have a monkey brain. You have a monkey brain. Every human being on this planet, we have a monkey brain. No wonder everyone's addicted to scrolling, bro. We all have a monkey brain. We all have a lizard, reptile, I don't know, bro, monkey brain. All right. At the end of the day, we are animals. And what our brain wants the most is pleasure. It just wants pleasure. And it doesn't care if that pleasure is from a good source or a bad source. It doesn't care if that pleasure is from achieving some things in your life or achieving some things in a video game where nothing matters. Your brain does not care if you're someone in a video game, but you're no one in real life. All right? Your brain just wants pleasure. And the easiest way you can get pleasure is by moving your thumb. So imagine your brain who just wants pleasure, and then you can just move your thumb, watch your reel, share it with your friends, have a laugh. What's more pleasurable than that? Why would your brain want to do anything else? It just took you a second to move your thumb, and your brain is already anticipating the next reel. Oh boy, I'm gonna get something really spicy. Let me share it with my friends. That is what your brain does. And your brain's like, oh yeah, bro, that reel was awesome. Do it again, do it again, do it again. And you do it again, and you do it again. And then hours pass by, your brain is still not amused. You are overstimulated. Now you need to know that the modern world is designed to distract you. It is designed to distract you. It is designed to overstimulate you. You need to realize that all of these addictions, social media, porn, video games, they are exaggerated versions. They are pleasure on steroids. And the effort between them is reduced by 10 times, 100 times. So imagine that you're back in the tribal age and you want a beautiful wife. If you were back then, bro, and you wanted a beautiful wife, you had to be like, the head of the tribe or the leader of the tribe, and then you're going to get access to beautiful females. If you're a worker who's just a slave, you're not going to get anything. Okay, so back then you had to work your ass off. You had to be someone in real life to get a beautiful wife. But if you want a beautiful wife, you can just go online and have these anime wives. I don't know if people really do that, but yeah, it's true. Now, the woman of your dreams is just a porn site away. You can literally go to any porn site, see any kind of woman that you want, and jack off. When you jack off, you've already satisfied that part of your brain. Your brain is like, why do I want to be someone in real life, bro, when I can have all these beautiful girls and I can just jack off to them? The same thing goes for social media. If you want to be someone in real life, if you want to be an important person, you have to work your ass off. You have to be successful in some way, shape, or form. But it's so much easier to go on Facebook, add a new profile picture, and then you get some likes on your profile or whatever. And everyone, I remember when I was a child, bro, when I crossed my first 50 likes on my profile picture on Facebook, I was like, damn, bro, I'm a celebrity now. But you need to realize that these things are designed to overstimulate you. Now, let me be honest. I swear, there is pleasure in sculpting. There is pleasure in pursuing. There is pleasure in making your favorite characters. But the reason that you don't feel it is because you're just too overstimulated. Your brain is used to getting pleasure through the easy sources. Why would you want to sit down, practice for 2 hours, and then still look at a piece of shit on your screen? Because no one can learn sculpting in 2 hours, right? You're looking at a piece of shit and your brain is like, bro, this isn't working. I give up. All right. And this creates unrealistic expectations for you. This makes sculpting not pleasurable for you. All right. Now, just imagine that you're playing a video game. You're playing GTA 5 and you want a new supercar. You can grind GTA the whole night. You do missions, a lot of heists with your friends, grind the entire night. And by the morning, you can buy a supercar. All right. So for your brain, that was still reasonable. It was like, bro, I just had 8 hours of grind and now I have the supercar. But when it comes to sculpting, when it comes to art, when it comes to your dreams and your goals, it's a much longer commitment. You have to commit for at least a month to get some significant results. And I have proof of that. So let me load it on the side while we talk about this. And yeah, I kid you not, bro. If you focus for 1 month, one single month, you can get results. And if you go to the first link in the description, you can check out my free community, free course that will tell you how you can do this. And I launched this community literally 24 days ago. And we already have 3 results within 22 days, 20 days, 11 days. I'm just showing this to you. I don't want you to hop off this video. You're stuck with me here for a while. Don't hop off this video. But after you watch this video, I want to give you an action plan. So go to that community, start your sculpting journey, and I promise within a month, you're going to see results. I just showed you the results. Now what happens is your brain is like, bro, I can unlock this supercar in 8 hours. Why would I want to commit a month to make a head, to get good at sculpting heads? This is not fair. For your brain, these are unrealistic expectations. I don't know where you get this idea from that you can watch a tutorial on YouTube and you can become a sculptor. You need to realize that creators, companies, they play on this desire of yours to look that's always looking for a shortcut. No wonder, go on YouTube and you can find 15 minutes, 20-minute tutorials that teaches you how to sculpt a cute character. I can make those videos, bro. I can literally make those videos. But I do not. Why? Because I don't want to play with your brain. I don't want to manipulate you to watch my videos. All right? Those videos, they promise quick results, right? Maybe you follow those tutorials and you got some results. But what happens after you watch that tutorial? What happens when you try things on your own? Do you get the same results? Can you sculpt the characters that you want? They just showed you a quick path and gave you nothing in return, but they got a view. So yeah, they're getting what they want from you, but you're not getting what you want. You just wanted quick results, and hence you are here stuck with me watching this video. So bro, you need to stop. The solution to this is that you need to stop overstimulating yourself. Really, I kid you not. Sell your console. I've quit video games for more than, I don't know, it's been 2-3 years. I haven't played a video game. And I was addicted to video games so much I used to play 8 hours in a single day. And the only reason I don't play now is because I know that I will be overstimulated. I have deleted all social media apps off my phone. My phone has 0 social media apps. 0. I have turned off all of my notifications. And only then have I been able to pursue the things that I want. Because the only source of pleasure for me now is to sculpt, is to help other younger artists. When I see that I'm making an impact, when I get messages of thank you, of you've helped me, that is what gives me pleasure. That is what I want. And in my mind, I don't care how long it takes, bro. I just want to keep doing it because I'm enjoying the little wins. And this is also another trick, bro. So you don't have to delay your happiness till you make a really good head. You don't have to delay your happiness to a point that I'm only going to be happy when I make Omni-Man from Invincible. Why? Bro, if you literally just get up tomorrow and work the first thing, that is progress. If you were a degenerate before and you spent, I don't know, you jerked off 12 times a day and now you jerk off every other day, be happy. That is progress. The way you want to know that the way that these social media influencers work and the way that these productivity gurus work is that they blame you, is that they shame you for making little progress and they want really big results from you. So you're only going to feel happy when you quit masturbation at all, right? But bro, you were masturbating 12 times a day. Now you're just masturbating 1 time a day. That's progress. That's not good. That's not healthy, but that is progress. And then maybe you can squeeze it to maybe masturbating every other day. Then 4 days later, I don't know, jerk off at every Friday or every Saturday. And then just quit. Jerk off once a month and then you quit. You won't even feel like jerking off, bro. That is how you need to realize that these bad habits have taken years to develop. And the only way that you can get rid of them is by slowly, I don't know, reducing the amount or whatever. But yeah, that is how you're going to do it. So stop having unrealistic expectations. Things take time. Let them. As long as you're doing something towards your goal, as long as you're doing something every day towards little progress, that is something that you can be happy about. So instead of delaying your happiness to a point that, yeah, I'm only going to be happy when I sculpt Omni-Man from Invincible. Be happy when you get the shape of the face right. That is it. Be happy. Be happy when you can finally place the eye sockets, the nose, the mouth area in its place. When you can consistently do that, that is progress. That is one step closer to you sculpting Omni-Man. Then be happy when you can sculpt a generic face. A generic face. Be happy when you can do it consistently. And then finally try sculpting Omni-Man. Be happy that before this you didn't even know how to sculpt a head. You now sculpted a shitty Omni-Man. Be happy that now you have new things to explore. You know what areas to work on. And then finally be happy when you sculpt that Omni-Man. That is how this works. That is how it works realistically, bro. I kid you not. And yeah, for transparency's sake, bro, I'm going to take a sip of water when I don't know what to talk about or when I want to think. All right. I don't like editing my videos. So yeah. So you've just realized that you're overstimulated. What you want to do right now is write down, literally take a piece of paper and take a pen, or just make some notes while you're watching this video. Write down everything that you know is high pleasure, low effort, and remove it from your life. Remove it. Now, you've probably heard about monk mode or dopamine detoxes and everything. Yeah, they work. They work. There's no denying that they don't work. But let me tell you something, bro. Imagine that there's a fat guy who's trying to reduce weight, and now he's find the perfect diet. He's on water diet. All right. You've probably heard of water diet. If you don't, let me just briefly tell you. So for I don't know how long that period is, but you just drink water and you take zinc as a supplement so that you don't pass out. Simply put. But that diet allows you to lose a lot of weight very suddenly, very quickly. You want to know that a fat guy who's on a water diet tomorrow is going to be off a water diet. Makes sense? So today he's on the diet. Tomorrow he's going to be off the diet. What do you think is going to happen when he's off the diet? When he's off the diet, he's going to eat junk food again, because he hasn't solved the root problem of being a jerry, of being a fat, obese guy. He hasn't solved the root problem of overeating, of eating junk food, of not working out. He hasn't solved the root problem. He just solved something that wasn't really important. A temporary fix. That was just a temporary fix. What do you think is going to happen when he's off the diet? He's going to get fat again. So the same thing is going to happen for you. So maybe you feel fired up and then you delete all social media and you suddenly abruptly remove every source of stimulation. What's going to happen the next time you download something again? You're not solving the problem at the root. The way that you can do this consistently is that you build a lifestyle around it. You develop a healthy lifestyle. So for me, I will never download social media apps on my phone again. Okay? This video, the phone that I'm recording from, this phone has Instagram, but I only use it to make a story or a reel from my screen, whatever I created in today. I'm just going to make a small reel and share it on Instagram. That is it. That is the purpose of Instagram on the phone. And this phone, bro, I just use it to record videos. And after I record a video, I throw it away. I don't care where this phone is. This is my main phone. So for me, I've built a lifestyle where I have two mobile phones, and this mobile phone has the purpose of recording a video and have Instagram. And this mobile only has a SIM and a WhatsApp. That is it. And maybe my banking apps or Slack. Slack is where I used to work. And I still work. Yeah, I work with one guy there. So yeah, whatever. But no extra things on my phone. I don't have video games on my PC. All right. You just need to cut these things off. Moving on. We've just discussed overstimulation. I hope you've realized this. I hope you've written down things, and you're probably figuring out things, how you can improve these things. Now, the second thing is you don't have any urgency in your life. And what do I mean by that, bro? Urgency. Just imagine that you hate biology. Okay, you're back in high school. You hate biology. I recall this because I was the same. So for me, it was, I have biology exam tomorrow. I don't know shit, bro. But the night prior to the exam, I'd be grinding my ass off, trying to go through as many past papers as I can, going through as many chapters as I can. And I'll be preparing for the exam. The whole week prior to the exam, I wasn't studying at all. I just told you in my university, bro, we would brag about it. I know that the day after tomorrow is the presentation, but I still haven't done shit, bro. But when it was day after tomorrow, right? But when it was tomorrow, then I would be grinding my ass off. Me and these Jerry friends, we would sit down in a cafe, be grinding the entire night, trying to prepare that presentation within a day. Now, why do you think that happens? Why do you think that happens in your life? That is because of urgency. All right. You have an exam a week later. It's not urgent. So you're going to procrastinate. You're going to delay that exam. You're going to be like, yeah, let me just jerk off again. Let me just play this video game again. Let me just unlock another Bugatti in GTA 5. It's not urgent. The exam is, bro, it's a week later. It's not urgent. So you're not going to prepare for it. The same thing happens in your life, bro. So what you're doing right now is that you are just so comfortable. You know what the worst kind of life is? The worst kind of life is where the life sucks, bro. You know it sucks. It's not good. But it's not that bad that you want to make a change. Right? Maybe I don't know, you're living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you get a pocket money from your dad or something. I don't know what your situation is. But imagine that goes away. And then it sucks. And you're just a month away from being homeless. You're going to try your desperate ass to make money any way possible. I don't know. If you've ever tried freelancing and your hourly rate is 100, you're going to work for $10 an hour because you're just desperate, because there's urgency now. What I want you to do right now is I want you to imagine your worst life. Okay? Imagine your worst life. Literally, imagine your worst life. Just imagine that you are the same procrastinator that you are right now. Think of all your dreams and all your goals, the life that you want, and just be honest. Let's have a moment of honesty here. Do you really think that after 5 years you will achieve the things that you have in your mind with the person that you are right now? Be honest. Be extremely honest with me. Don't kid with me right now. Don't kid with yourself. You can be dishonest with me, bro. You can lie to me. I don't care. But if you lie to yourself in this moment, I cannot help you. Please get out and stop watching this video. You at least owe this to yourself. You deserve this much, that you are at least honest to yourself. So be honest, bro. With the current situation that you are in right now, with the current human being that you are right now, with the current habits that you have right now, do you really think that you can achieve your goals? Now, if your answer is yes, get out. We just had a bro moment here. We just really had a moment here. And you ruined it, bro. You spoiled it. And if your answer is no, here's a fist bump. Because you're honest. The truth is, bro, you just feel that life right now is comfortable. Right? It's bad, maybe it sucks, but it's not that bad. I want you to realize, bro, you're not gonna get a second chance at this. You're not gonna get a second chance at life. And the second thing I want you to know is that no one is gonna come here and put the things that you want on your lap. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to build yourself a system. All right? And you need to being productive. Imagine that worst life. We just imagined our worst life, right? Imagine that it is tomorrow. Those consequences, they're gonna come in your life tomorrow. Will you not try to make a change right now? The thing is, bro, you know why a fat guy keeps eating junk food? He keeps eating junk food because he thinks, oh, bro, I know I don't have a healthy diet. I know I'm fat. I know I'm obese, but at least I don't have a heart attack, right? I eat these high cholesterol foods. And here, watch me eat this chip. I'm eating this chip, bro. Do I have a heart attack? No, you don't, bro. But the day you're going to have a heart attack, it's going to be too late. You feel that this is not urgent. You're not doing anything to prevent that heart attack. It's going to come. It's inevitable. It's going to come. So stop eating this fatty. A person, maybe you're not healthy. I don't know. You're not working out. You're not eating healthy food. You're not going to die right now. But tomorrow, this is going to be the cause of your death. All right? Maybe let's imagine this way. You're not working on your goals. You're not becoming the artist that you want to be. You're not sculpting. You're not pursuing your goals right now. Nothing is happening. I don't care, bro. Watch this video. Close this tab. Go jerk off. Have the same day that you were having before this video. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to get better. Nothing's going to get worse. But when you're going to be on your deathbed, and when you're going to look back at this exact moment right now, you're going to wish, bro, I wish I had listened to his heart. I wish I had taken one step towards my dream, bro. You need to realize that, I know this is not urgent, But the moment that you realize that this was urgent, it's going to be too late already. Okay, so I just wanted to open your eyes a bit and tell you that, bro, this is urgent. This is really urgent. You need to know that the things that you want, the goals that you want, they're not a snap away, bro. You're not gonna snap your fingers and you're instantly gonna get that your dream car or your dream house or be able to support your parents or be have your financial goals achieved. You're not gonna snap your fingers and have it, because if you could, you would have. These things are gonna take time, bro. It's been 1.5 years that I've been on this YouTube grind of being a content creator, and still I haven't figured things. Still, this is not full time for me. But at least it's generating me some income now. And if I had delayed this 1.5 years now, I would have reached this income point 1.5 years later. If I want my financial goals, if I want my goals to fulfill, bro, I have to start today. And I swear to you, back when I started, I didn't have the slightest clues. Of course, I did not have the lessons that I have today. The things that I have learned today, the things that I have experienced today, I didn't have it back then. And the only way that I know these things now is because I tried. I just did what I felt was the best next move. And I kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And that is what I keep doing it at this date. I just keep doing what I believe is the next best move for me. When am I going to achieve my goals? I don't know, bro. But I'm not going to achieve them if I don't take another step. I'm going to delay those goals myself if I decide to procrastinate today. I don't know, bro. If I see two paths and I don't know which one is the right path, I'm going to walk both of them. I bet on this. Even if it's the wrong path, I'm going to go all the way to the end and I'm going to come back and then I'm going to get on the right path. That is how you figure things out. But if you stay on that path with your hands closed and you keep wondering, should I take a left or should I take a right? You're going to die waiting at that turn. I don't know, bro. You're going to die at that split. Because no one's going to help you. Imagine that you're lost in a jungle and then you see two paths. You don't know which one of these paths go home. Are you going to sit there and wait for home to come to you? Because your life depends on this. You're not going to get a second chance, bro. If you keep waiting and thinking which one is the right path, you're going to die. You're never going to reach home. I bet your ass that you're going to walk both of them paths. If one of them was a dead end, you're going to come back and be happy that at least I know which path leads to home now. So just imagine that you're lost in the jungle, bro. And you have a split. You have these two roads. You're going to go home, right? You're going to figure your way out to home, right? I want you to know that this is literally that situation. Right now, you are suffering because you don't know what is the wrong path. Maybe you have a ton of ideas. You don't know which one is going to work. Try all of them. Try all of them, bro. The sooner you start, the sooner you're going to figure things out. And when you feel like you're at a point where you don't know what to do, get help, bro. Get some help. Get some help from someone who has done the things that you want to do and get their opinion, get their advice. So I hope that this is solved and I made you realize that, yeah, this is urgent. Let's move on to the next point. And let me have some water because really this time my throat is a bit dry. Now, continuing the last point. The reason that you procrastinate, reason number 3, we just left 2 points, bro. You've made it this far. Good job. Let's keep going. So you don't have a plan right now. All right. And this is really a this was a big problem of mine. I had all of these ideas. I knew that I wanted to be a sculptor even 6 years ago. The first time that I ever tried a mud box. So in our university, our teacher made us try mud box and we just sculpted whatever character we wanted to. And I swear to you, bro, that was the most satisfying feeling I ever had in my life. The most enjoyable thing that I had in that moment. But the only reason I couldn't produce good results was the reason I never pursued it. It was fun for me to make a character, bro. But still, like I told you, grinding on a video game is so much easier. Watching porn and jerking off is so much easier. Scrolling on social media, feeling images is so much easier. I knew that if I wanted to make my dream characters, it's going to be a long road ahead and I don't want to commit to it. Or even if I want to commit to it, even if I knew that, yeah, this is what I want to be, I just didn't have a plan. I just had this vague idea in my mind for 5 years that, yeah, I want to be a character artist. But I didn't know how to start. And what this does for you is that it gives you brain fog. So let's say you made some effort. You've decided that, yeah, bro, I don't know, bro, but I'm just gonna learn character sculpting. I don't care, bro. No matter what, I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna practice this, or I'm gonna practice every day at this time. But when you sit down to practice at that time, your brain goes blank. You don't know what you're going to study. That is because you don't have a plan. You have brain fog. And what you end up doing is you end up feeling productive. Or worst is that you end up scrolling again. So you sat down to practice, you don't know what to do. You open a YouTube, you may be looking for inspiration on what to do, what should I plan next, what should I work on next, and then you find a funny video or a KSI try not to laugh. This is my own personal experience. So I used to open these KSI try not to laugh videos and enjoy those. Or I would watch these AGT compilations of angry judge moments or the worst roasts of Simon Cowell. It was a mess, bro. Or either you end up feeling productive. So what do I mean by feeling productive? You end up watching a tutorial, but you don't perform with it. So you had an hour and then you spend 40 minutes looking for what to watch, what to feel inspired by, and then you watch a 20-minute tutorial, but you never follow along. Let me tell this straight up. You don't improve when you watch a tutorial, bro. You don't improve when you watch a course. You have to get your hands dirty. And an example that I have for this is that imagine that there are two car mechanics, all right? One of them is illiterate. So literally in my country, Pakistan, most of the car mechanics, they are illiterate. And they have this guru or this someone who knows how to fix a car and he teaches his students or whatever. And then they learn by getting their hands dirty. They never had any idea on theory, whatever. They know everything by practice, by getting their hands dirty. And on the other end, I want you to imagine a car mechanic who's having a bachelor degree on car mechanics, all right? And he has all this knowledge concepts from textbooks. He's reading, he's watching all of these diagrams. Now, if there's a broken car and it comes in front of both of them, who do you think has the ability? Or who are you going to trust with you? Who are you going to trust your car with? It's going to be the guy who has the experience. All right? What was the point I was trying to make from this? I forgot. I completely forgot the point that I was trying to make from this. But yeah, the point, oh yeah, I remember now. You feel productive by watching a tutorial. You don't improve by watching a tutorial or a course. You only improve when you get your hands dirty. When you make some mistakes, when you figure out your mistakes, and then you get specific help on those mistakes, or you watch specific videos to target those mistakes, that is when you improve. All right. So what I want you to do is to build yourself a plan. And once again, I'm going to show you my free community because I have done this for you. If you go to the classroom section and if you go to the 1 month sculpting challenge, I have broken down everything for you and I have made this plan for you. Previously, I required the students here to make the plan for themselves, but I realized that it's a bit too demanding of them. So what I did is I broke it down myself for you. And you don't have to do this. But if you do this course, bro, you're going to get a taste of what it is to be productive. You're going to get a taste of what it is to have a structure. And one of these results can be yours. I had this community before as well. I had this course on YouTube as well. But the only thing that I changed, and that is helping get these insane results, is that I just made a structure for you. And I gave you the perfect environment. So everyone here is going to be practicing the same course. So I have the plan for you. So if you watch this video, bro, you're out of this excuse that I don't know how to make a plan. I've done it for you. All right. And I have videos on my channel. I have complete guides on my channel that show you how to make a plan for yourself. And even inside my paid program, the first thing that I ask you to do is to build yourself a plan. is to get your shit together. This is the first course that you have to watch. And yeah, I'm just telling all of this to you right here. So the way that this works is, let me tell you, bro. What you do is, first of all, you remove all distractions. You find your purpose in life, and then you use it as fear. All right? Motivation does not exist. You've been trying to get inspired by motivation, waiting for this magical fuel of motivation to drive you to do things, right? And it hasn't worked. Look where that has gotten you. You're here watching this video with me, and you've already spent half an hour with me. Motivation does not exist, bro. No one cares about your feelings. No one cares about what you're doing. And I swear to you, I'm going to give you a moment of realization and a moment to be grateful and tell you how ungrateful you've been. Because if you have time to complain about motivation, you don't have it bad enough. You literally do not have it bad enough. There are literal street vendors here in my country. Children trying to sell flowers on the street just to make barely enough money to feed his or her brothers and sisters and their family. Do you think that boy feels like doing it? Do you? There are people selling stuff out on the street, working hours to make these flower bands, selling them on the street. Do you think they feel like doing it? They don't. The reason that they do this is because they don't have options, bro. They don't have a choice. Now, just a sec. Let me get this call. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to take it. It was my family asking me for dinner. But I want to record this video first. Yeah, you don't have it bad enough, bro. If you have time to complain, if you have time to moan, you don't have it bad enough. And I do not wish that you have it bad enough for you to realize. And I hope that this has opened your eyes already and that you can be a bit more grateful about the life that you have the leisure of time to complain. My throat is getting dry. Because if you can, bro, you don't have it bad enough. Be grateful. All right? So you need to have a plan. And what I want you to do, we were discussing purpose. So the first thing is remove distractions, have a purpose in your life, then you build yourself a habit tracker and a timetable. So the way that this works is, this is extremely boring, but I swear this works. And let me show you proof. So even my wallpaper, I hope you can see this. This is my routine, right? This is a timetable that I follow. So what this does is, first of all, it does not give you brain fog. And the second thing is a habit tracker. So I have a habit tracker, which is a whiteboard hanging right next to my bed. So before I go to bed, I tick across the things that I have done in this timetable or not. So if I woke up at 4 a.m., I give it a tick. If I don't, I give it a cross. If I've recorded a video for YouTube, done something for YouTube, I give it a tick or I give it a cross. The same thing goes for the rest of the things. All right. And the way that this helps you is that this allows you to visually see the things that you are doing wrong. And here's the trick. All right. So these productivity gurus on YouTube, they're going to fake their image and create unrealistic expectations. They're going to show you like 100% of my life, 100% of the time is productive. Bullshit. The thing that you want to do is you want to build yourself a habit tracker and a timetable, and you want to try following it to the best of your ability. That is it. Just try, bro. And I swear to you, if you can follow your habit tracker, whatever you make, timetable you make for yourself, if you can follow it 30%, that is a much better day than what you are spending right now. All right. If you can follow your own timetable 30%, you're having a better day than what you're spending right now. Isn't that a win? Isn't that something you can be happy about? All right. So what you need to do is to build yourself a habit tracker timetable and try your genuine best to fulfill it to 100%. And then you slowly improve. One day it's going to be 30. The second day it's going to be 50. Maybe once in a week you're going to get 100% productive there, which feels amazing, bro. And then maybe after 2 weeks, you're going to fall off and you get 0%. That is completely fine, bro. That is part of the process. You are going to fall into a rut. I've fallen into a rut so many times, and I used to feel guilty about it. But the thing that I realized about ruts is that when you fall into a rut, it's not your mistake. It can happen for any reason at all. Maybe you had a bad night. I don't know, something bad happened in your life. You had a bit of stress. I don't know, something really bad happened. You couldn't sleep that entire night, and you've been thrown off. What a lot of people do is that they start to feel bad. They start to feel desperate. They start to feel devastated because of that. They feel like, oh, my life is falling apart now. Let me tell you, bro, it is completely normal. You falling into a rut is not your mistake. It can happen for whatever reason. Maybe it is your mistake, but I'm giving you the perfect scenario. It wasn't your mistake and you've just fallen into a rut. It just happened. But if you stay in that rut, that is your mistake. You need to be accountable for that. Okay, so if you're in a rut and you realize that you're in this rut, instead of feeling bad about yourself, just take the next best step. It's okay if you cannot follow your routine to 100% anymore. Try getting back on track. Try following it 10%, then 30%, then slowly build yourself back up. Imagine, here's a better way to put it. Imagine that there's a really strong guy, he does calisthenics, he lifts a really heavy weight, and then suddenly his bicep just tore. He had a bicep tear. You know what's going to happen when he recovers? He's not going to be able to pick up the same weights again. Now, either he can be devastated for life that, yeah, my bicep tore, bro, and it was my mistake that I lifted too heavy, but it just tore, bro. My life is over. My fitness journey is over. Or that guy can man up and go back to the gym, slowly start building weights again and recover back and get back to his ideal or the optimum or his peak. Yeah, so whenever he was peaking in his prime, he can go back to it. So that is how you make a plan. So pause this video. You still have that paper, I hope so. If you don't, bro, why are you wasting your time? Get yourself a pen and a paper and build yourself a plan. And then we'll move on to the final point. Pause. Build yourself a plan and then we'll move to the final point. Pause. All right. Now I hope that you're watching this. You have a plan. Let's move on to the next point, which is you don't have anything at stake, bro. And I think I kind of mixed it up with this point right here, but anyways, let's go here. So it's the same thing, bro. You don't have anything at stake. Now you've probably you made yourself a plan. You've written yourself your purpose, your things that you want, your goals. Now that is at stake. The reason that you're procrastinating right now is because you didn't have anything in life that you were striving for. You didn't have a purpose. You didn't have a goal. You just had this vague idea in your mind. But now with the previous step, you have yourself a purpose. And now that is what's at stake. I want you to think of your best life, your dream life. Just think of your goals, the kind of financial success that you want. All right. The kind of life partner that you want. The kind of life you want to give to others, to your children, to your parents, to your loved ones. The kind of man that you want to be. The kind of artist that you want to be. The kind of characters that you want to make. Imagine all of these things, bro. And let me tell you, this is what's at stake. So if you procrastinate, you will never get any of these things. Here's a harsh reality, and let me be honest about this. Will being productive get you all of these things? Maybe. That's a maybe. Maybe you work hard. There are so many people who work hard all their lives and they don't achieve the things that they want. They die too early, or they just keep trying and they're just extremely unlucky. Things don't work out for them. Even if there's a 10% chance of success, right? It's worth going for it. Because there's a 100% chance of failure if you don't. There's a 100% chance that you're not going to achieve the things if you don't. All right. Let me give you an example. All right. Imagine that there's this circus clown. So this is fun because I discussed this inside a call with my community member. Yeah, this is what we discussed. Imagine that there's this circus clown and I remove all the safety net. Oh, not a circus clown. Imagine there's you. I'm not calling you a clown, but just imagine that there's you and you're in a circus and you're high up there, thin rope that they walk through from one end to the other, the performers that they walk through. Imagine that you're sitting on, or imagine that you're standing on one end. And I ask you to go and walk. And then there's also a safety net down there. Maybe you're gonna walk, but if you're scared, you're not gonna do it because there's no consequence, right? There's no consequence. Now imagine that I remove that net and I have a gun behind your head. So you're standing on the edge and I have a gun behind your head. And I tell you, bro, I'm gonna shoot you if you don't make it across. Now be honest, in that situation, does it make sense that you don't at least try to walk that rope? Maybe there's a 5% chance that you're gonna make it through. Maybe you're gonna walk halfway and then you're gonna fall off and then you're gonna die. But if you don't start walking, I'm gonna shoot you, that's for certain. So death is guaranteed if you don't walk. But life has a slim chance if you try walking that rope. Will you walk that rope or not? That is what I want you to think about this. So your life, your goals, this is harsh, this is hard, but maybe you're not going to achieve those things. But there's a guarantee that's not going to happen if you don't try. Your best bet is to try. All right? And maybe you have this comfort in your mind that, I'm going to figure things out. I'll just figure it out. I don't know. Right now, nothing's bad happening. I'm just comfortable. I'll figure it out when the time comes. Bro, how will you figure it out? How? If you had figured it out, you would be the happiest guy. You haven't figured it out. I want to be a content creator. I want to do this full time, bro. I don't want to work any jobs. I don't want to do freelance works. I just want to be a content creator, make the kind of characters that I want, help younger artists achieve their goals as well. Have I figured it out yet? No. How long am I in this journey? 1.5 years. And will I ever succeed in this? I don't know. But the thing that I know personally is that I'm never going to achieve these things if I don't try. My goal, my dream of being a content creator full time is at stake if I don't try. If I don't try, bro, I'm going to have to pick up a shitty job which I'm not going to be happy with. I'm going to have to work on projects that I don't want to do. It's a miserable life. It's going to be the end to my creativity. Why would I want that for myself? That is what is at stake here. And you also need to realize, bro, that if you're delusional about that you're going to figure it out, it's still going to take you a lot of time to figure things out. I told you, it's been 1.5 years. I'm still figuring things out. If I had been comfortable, if I had delayed my goal, if I hadn't opened a YouTube channel, make content, bro, you know what? Pause this video, go to my channel, go to the oldest videos, and you're going to see my first ever video that I posted. It's called This Is Hard, its title. Just look at the way that I talk there. I was super shy, bro. And I kept that video here just so that I can look back at it 5 years later and be proud of myself. Just so that I can show if someone, I imagine myself being big. I want to be big. I want to be successful. I want to be a full-time creator. And if I have a fan who wants to feel like it, bro, but yeah, he's so confident, I want to show that video to him that, bro, I wasn't always confident. I was shy. I was nerve-wracked when I was making that video, but I still did. And look at me now. I'm talking. I don't mind sharing my flaws. I'm being completely transparent with everything that's all of my mistakes, bro. I'm basically stripping naked in front of you just so that you can take my lessons, because I know no other content creator has the balls to do this. They're going to show you an ideal life, but they're not going to admit their mistakes, show you their weak sides, because they feel that they're going to feel weak after that. But no, I know how painful this is. I know how disturbing this is. I know how it can fuck up your mind not having things together. Of procrastinating, of scrolling and not knowing why you're doing this, bro. So I'm going to be super transparent about these things. And I just want to help you. So believe me when I say that you need to have something at stake. And from the previous step, if you have your purpose down, if you have written down your goals, bro, this is what is at stake. If you don't stop procrastinating now, you don't have to figure everything out, bro. Remember that imperfect action is gonna beat your perfect plan. You've been trying to build up this perfect plan. I don't know, how old are you? You've been trying to build this perfect plan all this long. How has that worked for you? Just try taking some imperfect action. Do whatever you think is the best thing and learn through your mistakes. A better way is to look at other people's life, learn from their mistakes. I'm telling you my mistakes, bro. Learn from them. You don't have to do all of these things. You don't have to waste more years of your life to figure things out. I'm telling you this is painful. I'm telling you that this really messes up your head, bro. And I'm also telling you that, bro, if you start doing these things, you can get your life together. You can at least be happy. It is such a pleasure to be able to work on the things that you want, to have back the control of your mind, to put your phone down, to not be a slave to this little device, bro. To not be a slave to your gaming console, whatever. So be happy, bro. Take whatever you think is the best action. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be your best effort. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be your best effort. And with that said, bro, I really hope that I've been able to help you. If yes, then just subscribe, because I make videos like this. You're going to find a lot of these videos, and I believe that this is what provides more value. We have enough tutorials, we have enough courses. Even inside my courses and my tutorial, I talk about mindset. I talk about being productive. I call you out for being a Jerry. All right. My courses, they literally have a mindset section inside them. So even inside this free program, you're going to see the first video, it's mindset. Because if you don't fix this, it's all waste. If you don't fix your mindset, you're going to be like that fat guy who's on a diet, and then he's off a diet, on a diet, off a diet, but he's never fixing his lifestyle. So your mindset is going to be the lifestyle part of this. Subscribe, comment down if this video has helped you, and I hope to see you around, bro. And I hope this video has helped. So maybe you're feeling a bit fired up. Don't let that go to waste. Go to this free community right now, get your free course, and start taking action on this right now. Right now. If you don't have what it takes to make a change today, don't fool yourself thinking that you're going to make a change tomorrow. And just ask yourself, if not you, then who? Goodbye.